Yes. You see, as a woman, I primarily dated inmates, or whoever had an extensive record, really. Preferably male, so I could keep the whole, traditional relationship front. Because shockingly, a lot of people actually find it more acceptable to date somebody with a criminal record that's longer than the Bible that they worship, as long as they're not the same gender as you. Oh, by the way, before I go on, I do not think that this was like a comment with ill intent. Or I put myself in some really dangerous situations when it comes to who I associated with. Hell, my parents even reacted this way when I brought the first few home. That's probably why they weren't shocked when I turned into looking like one. Looking like an 8-time felon or dating an 8-time felon. At least this way I don't die. But it was methodical. You see, there were reasons behind me dating people who were in and out of prison or those who had served long prison sentences. Number one, a dude who has almost a life sentence. You see, I wasn't enamored that they were inmates and serving extensive times in prison. That didn't get me off, you know what I mean? I liked that they couldn't touch me. Listen. No offense. To any I have cis dudes on here. Much love. But as a woman, I wanted nothing less than to have to be intimate with a cis dude. I found out how to act like I wanted to after a while, and I found out how to be good at it. But no, that's not something I wanted. So to me, it was perfect. I mean, I got companionship, and I never had to fucking see him. And back then, people would be like, well, why don't you just date a military dude or something? Because they have a chance of coming home. Which is great. That's great. Yes. Okay, that's what we want. Yeah. But that's not what I wanted for a partner because I didn't want them anywhere near me. I'm not asexual. That wasn't it. It's just that I was pre-transition and I had to put on a facade, and that was a way to make it much easier if I actually didn't have to oblige with being intimate with somebody I didn't want to be. But also, they were institutionalized. You see, I spent pretty much all of high school in a behavioral school. It was very routine. Towards the end, it was very strict, very rigid. You were locked in rooms. You couldn't go to the bathroom without someone, knowing where you were, following you. It was intense. But when you're in the system like that, you begin to become accustomed to it. And I learned very early on that it was hard for me to relate to people that didn't have that same, rigidity about them. There's, some type of respect that I can only find in people that have been institutionalized, unfortunately. My husband's institutionalized in a good way. He was in training before I met him.